Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it. Today we got to break some stuff down. My phone is ringing and I'm going to shut it off. We are here with the one and only Miss Sarah Fraser.
Hi, David Yontif. Oh my God. I love it. I'm always like looking and seeing your stuff on other blogs. You're stirring up trouble. I love it. Well, you're not really stirring up trouble. You're getting to the bottom of these, crazy rumors, if you will.
Listen, Sarah, we need to start now. By the time this comes out, it'll be a week after or two, but no one has wanted to talk about anything this week except the Oscars. Nobody. So forget about me and my blogs. And I had Luann on this past Monday, and
no one cared. I know
all the majors were like, "Sweetie, just take your Luann and shove it up your ass." Like, we need to cover Will Smith today, and unless you have Will Smith on or Chris Rock, we're not interested in your Luann story.
Well, you start, because I did a podcast episode this week basically on two things. I had a relative robbed here in LA for $20,000. And
really?
Then yes. We've lived in LA for 2 months. We've all had COVID. Will Smith has been slapped in the face, and I had a relative robbed of 20 grand. I mean, is it me? I don't know, David.
What do you mean a relative? Your husband, your son?
I'm not disclosing this person because for various reasons, which I'll tell you offline. But this person, we went to the Grove, very popular area. You've been to LA. They put down their bag. We were having lunch. Someone went into their bag, took 5 credit cards out, $100 cash, put the wallet back in, went to the Apple store at the Grove and bought $20,000 in computers, iPads, headphones, went on a fucking shopping spree. The police believe that somebody at Apple is in on it because initially this person's card was declined. And then all of a sudden it went through, and then 4 other cards were allowed to be charged. We've seen no camera footage. I mean, insane. Crazy. This person I couldn't even believe it. It was nuts.
No, and you get protected, right? Like, you're not going to have to pay this $20,000 or whatever.
No, except for the credit card companies are kind of launching investigations, because what they can't get, and the police don't understand either, is like, wait a minute, they didn't take your wallet. So that part of the story for this person has been, they're going to get all their money back, but it's been a challenge because they didn't take your wallet. And of course, I think it's like a Paris pickpocketer, right? Like they're relying on the fact you don't think nothing looks amiss until you open your wallet and realize my cards are gone, my cash is gone. And this person just happened later in the day to go and make a purchase like 2 hours later and noticed, oh my God, all my cash is gone and 5 credit cards are missing. And then starts calling her, financial person or whatever. And then boom.
Wow. Well, first of all, wow. So sorry that it happened. Second, I mean, maybe I'm going to have to interview you and your family now and forget these housewives and other people that I have here behind the velvet rope. That's an interesting one. And, I don't know. It's just, what do you think? Well, I'm such a New Yorker. I am like, when I go out to dinner, so it's like, nice out and, it's in New York and you're sitting outside, like, I won't leave my phone on the outside of the table next to the bear. Like, I'm that New Yorker. I won't leave the bag. Like, I leave the phone on the inside. And yes, you have to see everything at all times. So I'm just really, I see how it can happen. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying but just, you got to be careful. LA is bad. LA is bad these days. That's what
it is.
That's the bottom line.
I tell you this story to say that I did this podcast episode about the robbery and about the Will Smith thing, because I was ranting to you after this happened and we talked this week. I was in complete shock. And I think the Academy is a fucking joke that they would not remove him. And of course, I think they're trying to save face. They came out later this week and said, oh, we asked him to leave, but he wouldn't leave. Bullshit. When you and I go to the Oscars, if we do that to someone, we will be arrested and charged, regardless of if the person wants to press charges against us. And we would be dragged out by our heels and our Valentino to the curb. I have so many theories about it, but anyway, I was blown away.
Okay, first of all, honey, I will be wearing Gucci. You can go with your Valentino. Good luck with that. I'm going to be in Gucci. Right. And that's what Eric Benet and all these, he's like, if one of us D-list actors did this, we would be in jail. period. It's because it's A-list Will Smith and the rest of us, regular working actors would have been put away.
I mean, so many, and there's a whole Scientology theory that, he's, Will Smith is a closeted Scientologist. And there's apparently, once you pay to get to different levels, if somebody insults you, you are supposed to slap them in the face. And if you don't slap them in the face, a higher up at Scientology will then slap you in the face. So a lot of people felt like he laughed at first, and then like his Scientology brain clicked in, and then he got up there and slapped. It is.
Are you kidding me? Are you literally kidding me right now? And does Leah Remini know that he is part of Scientology?
Yes. I think Leah Remini has talked about him.
Wow. I got to catch up on Leah's show over here.
Anyway, I was so flabbergasted. I think almost everybody is outraged. Of course, some people are going to, say, oh, whatever, he's defending his wife or something. But I think for the most part, people are so in shock. And I don't know. Do you think he should have his, there's apparently reviewing consequences. Do you think he'll be banned from the Oscars, or you think they'll take his Oscar back?
I mean, something tells me they're not going to take the Oscar back. I don't know why.
I agree with you. I
I mean,
a 5-year ban or something.
You would think that like he should get a ban, really. I mean, if you think, look, it's getting crazier by the day. And now they're showing, did you see like the latest is like, they're showing Jada's face and they're saying, look, she was laughing when the joke first was told.
Yes.
I don't know if that's real. Like I look at I look at the face and I'm like, it's like when you're the butt of a joke, like you smile, but that doesn't really mean you're laughing. You're just kind of like, are you fucking kidding me? She did roll her eyes at one point. If you watch the footage of her, like kind of like, what? I've had some comedians on this week. I've had some of the SNL kids or adults on breaking it all down. They're coming soon, just to be like, what do you think about this? And are you scared now that, Kathy Griffin has gone and said like, what, like we have to worry about getting slapped now? Like it was bad enough we had to get heckled. It's all interesting, but it really is, I would think after this week, people will move on. This is all we've talked about all week. It's a little shocking, and it's more shocking like when he goes back to the chair and he's like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth and all that shit.
If this had been Kanye West, we wouldn't have been shocked. I think it's, and I said this on my podcast this week. I have empathy for Will Smith. I think in order to do that, the joke didn't prompt that. There's obviously a lot going on with him, maybe just emotionally drained from the Oscar run, because you've talked to, I'm sure, a lot of people